Locked and loaded right here once again, Everything Combat, because as you know, life is a fight. It's been a good episode here so far. Really, really stoked to talk to this gentleman, and it's a testament to how the promotion of Caged Aggression MMA has grown. You know, Mike Goodwin, the CEO, has talked to us over the last several months, especially the last historic 3-night pay-per-view event in March. People were just he was unfortunately having to deny fighters in the hundreds who've wanted to come and fight on Caged Aggression MMA because the platform is growing that much. Not just the pay-per-view platform. We got champions, legends, UFC legends, Jens Pulver, Pat Milich is calling the fight. That's another huge distinction from so many other different promotions, the production value, the whole team, and the whole elite level of competition that we bring here at Caged Aggression. And today's guest is absolutely no different. As this platform grows, he is a former NFL player, Kansas City Chief, I believe defensive end, correct me if I'm wrong, sir, but he is the top-ranked light heavyweight in Illinois and Indiana. Pierre Walterd is joining us today. What is up, sir?
How you doing, Mr. Wilson? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I cannot complain. I know you've been grinding out, getting your training on for what you have coming up here May 8th, going up against, pardon me if I mess up his name up, Alik Lorenz, undefeated fighter. All of his wins are by KO. He's looking to stack up another one and another KO against Pierre Williams, and he's going to do everything he can to prevent that from happening. It's good to talk to you, my man. How are things going?
Pretty good. Pierre Walterd, by the way. Common mistake.
What did I say?
You said Williams. But it's
Jesus.
Yeah. No worries.
I apologize. It is literally sitting here written right in front of my face. How I said it wrong, I have no idea. But if you don't mind, man, I mean, you had a little bit of an NFL career, illustrious career. What was the thing that transferred you or, helped you transition into MMA?
That helped me transition into MMA? Well,
what got you into it?
Really, I mean, it started out with just my natural need to move, to be athletic, to use my body. Ever since I was a kid, I was always physical. I always wanted to run around and jump around and do things athletically. So when I was done playing football, going to the gym, lifting weights and, doing my best to stay in shape was cool, but I felt like I needed something more. And, several things led to another, and I found a gym in my neighborhood, took the first class, and I was hooked. I was hooked after that, and a couple years later, I had my first fight. So, I would say that just my natural need to want to test my body, move, and compete is what led me.
Well, and, there's no doubt that, NFL training, the conditioning, the whole nine is, nothing to scoff at. What would you say is kind of the difference between like the training and the conditioning for an NFL career playing on the field of football compared to a mixed martial arts career?
I would say that there's a lot more freedom in a mixed martial arts career. Football, it's a team sport. So, you train when the team needs you to train. There's a set schedule, there are set dates. In MMA, although the training is, I believe, equally as grueling or can be equally as grueling, there's a lot more flexibility. You can train in different arts, different disciplines, as long as you're working on something. You're getting better at the craft. Whereas football is seen a little bit more segmented.
Give us your thoughts, man, coming up on this, incredible platform, Caged Aggression MMA, Saturday, May 8th, cagedaggression.tv. Give us your thoughts on Mr. Alex Lorenz coming in here with an undefeated record, all of them by KO. Mm-hmm. Does that any way intimidate you at all, or is that just another day at the office for you?
No, if anything, that excites me. Most of my fights, amateur and pro, have come against wrestlers, people that just wanted to grab and hold on because they didn't want to strike with me. This matchup is a bit of a breath of fresh air. Just from what I've seen, he seems just like pure boxer, pure boxer with a little bit of kickboxing defense. He looks like a good puncher. I notice how he keeps his rear foot back when he strikes. He he seems fairly patient, but aggressive at the same time. So I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
As am I. I mean, with his record being, undefeated, all wins by KO, it definitely, to me, as a lay person looking in, it seems very daunting. What do you think? What are your thoughts that your strengths that you bring to the table as far as your mixed martial arts repertoire?
Okay, well, I know that he hasn't competed against someone as long as I am, and as strong and as big as I am. So the first shock to him, I believe, is going to be my length, my presence. When I push him back, and I'm a switch fighter, I like to really control the space. So the tools that I'm bringing, I believe he's never seen before. So I'm really looking forward to testing it against a style like his.
And styles always make fights. In coming to Caged Aggression, this platform, what are your thoughts on fighting? We now have grown, our pay-per-view platform. We're literally all over the world, and I know you're no stranger to that. But what are your thoughts on fighting for Caged Aggression, having your fights called by UFC champion Pat Miletich, or I believe it might be Jens Pulver that night? What are your thoughts on that, being on that level?
It's very exciting. It's an honor to have my name tied with the promotion like Caged Aggression. It wasn't too long ago that I heard the name Caged Aggression being talked about by the likes of Dana White, and just seeing it online. So I know it's a very prestigious regional promotion. That's a pipeline for a lot of fighters to go on and have bigger platforms to fight on. So this is a real treat. When I got the call from my manager and they let me know that I had this opportunity, it was a no-brainer.
Well, and you're absolutely right, man. This is a platform that transitions people's lives, and changes people's lives in a myriad of ways. We have fighters from UFC, Bellator, LFA coming to fight here. Mm-hmm. And through their success on this platform, we have fighters that have gone on to fight for those very same promotions. I asked this two fighters coming up, with their fight coming up. Is there any way you could give us a prediction on how you think are going to turn out there May 8th?
Well, I can assure you that I'm going to go out there and command my space. I'm going to keep up a pace on them and look to patiently drag them in the deep waters. Like you mentioned before, all of his fights were fast. First round, I believe all of them were first round knockouts. And that's great. That's amazing. But, I've been through wars. Not that I want a war. I like to get in and get out quickly as possible, but I'm prepared for a war. And I have experience of wars. So I don't know if he can say the same. So what I'm looking to do is to go in there, dictate the range, look for my openings, and then blast away. If he's still there after 15 minutes, kudos to him. But if not, then, that's the type of night that I would like to have. So it's definitely going to be fireworks on the feet for sure.
Ready to pick up a quick W and get paid by the minute. And you kind of spoken to this a little bit ago. And I like to ask fighters, gentlemen, we just spoke to Josh El Tigre, Neil, one of his opponents dropped out. And I always have asked whether it's him or Pat Miletich or Jens Pulver. Obviously, who your opponent is. But what tendencies are you looking at? And again, you probably answered this a little earlier. What tendencies are you seeing that you could possibly exploit to pick up that W?
Well, I mean, I mentioned before he kind of has a kickboxing defense where he kind of covers up and he gets a little light on that lead leg. So I'll just say that there are holes right there.
Keeping cards close to the vest. I'm with it. Less is more sometimes. Well, man, I definitely. Yeah, absolutely. Little Sun Tzu. Saturday, May 8th, ladies and gentlemen, cagedaggression.tv. Again, with the referral code, when you buy the pay-per-view, you can go ahead and click Pierre Walters, not Williams, Pierre Walters, to pick up the pay-per-view. And man, it's really great talking to you, my man. And I'm so looking forward to seeing you fight. I saw some of your fights online, obviously. But again, when you have former NFL players coming to Caged Aggression, it's just kind of a huge indicator how the platform's growing. Do you have any kind of social networking, any social stuff that you could shout out so people could follow your progress and what you're up to?
Yeah, I'm most busy on Instagram. I try to do my best to post. I'm getting better at it. My social media is a little dry right now. I get a lot of grief from my friends and my girlfriend and coaches about not posting as much. But you can follow me on Instagram at workhorse2_, just workhorse2_. And also on Facebook at Pierre Walterd. That's where you'll be able to keep up to date with everything I got going on.
That's what's up. So, yeah, sometimes you got to be the president of your own fan club. You know what I mean? But man, Pierre, I'm so looking forward to the fight. Thank you for taking the time to chop it up with us, and I'm looking forward to talking to you that weekend and many more conversations after that, my friend.
Absolutely, man. It was great meeting you, and no doubt we'll have conversations in the future.
For sure. Pierre Walterd, ladies and gentlemen, former Kansas City Chief. He is the top-ranked light heavyweight in Illinois and Indiana. Looking forward to his scrap Saturday, May 8th against Alex Lorenz. Peace and all that love, brother. Take care of yourself.
That's it. You too, brother.
Holla.